Hey gang, one thing that we all have in common in the workplace is the fact that at some point in our career, we will work alongside jerks and bullies. For me, a jerk is someone who is rude, inconsiderate, or selfish. They might insult you, be arrogant, or can be generally unpleasant, but quite often their behavior is just thoughtless rather than intentionally harmful. They don't necessarily target specific individuals. They may just have a bad attitude in general or lack any empathy. A bully, on the other hand, deliberately tries to hurt or intimidate others, often targeting someone they perceive as weaker. Bullying can be physical, verbal, or emotional, and it's usually repeated over time. Unlike a jerk who might just be lacking consideration for others, a bully will seek powers or control over their victim, making their action way more damaging. So while a jerk might be just unpleasant to be around, a bully actively causes harm. Both can make life difficult, but a bully actions are often more serious and have lasting effect on you that may lead to your increase in stress, anxiety, and reduce your confidence, which will affect your overall well-being. It will also decrease the productivity and may increase absenteeism and drive talented employees to leave the organizations. It will create a toxic workplace cultures that damage morale, trust, collaboration, and lower the overall team effectiveness. So for sure, it will create some legal risk and harms the reputations of the organizations within the industries, and nobody wants that. Denis here, let's explore what are the common type of workplace bullies, why you need to stand up, and how you should do it. There's a lot of information available on workplace bullies, but what I have witnessed in my career come down to these common type of bullies. First one is individuals who are violating civil or criminal laws. Second types are individuals who are violating the corporate policies. Third types are individuals who abuse their power. And the fourth type is individuals who will undermine you. I believe it's worth to take few minutes to quickly define them for you. You will find detailed descriptions in the workplace bully types document in the training page. The first type of bullies that are individuals who are violating civil or criminal laws. These bullies engage in behaviors that are legally punishable and could result in lawsuits, fines, or even criminal charges. The second types of bullies are individuals who are violating corporate policies, may not be breaking the law, but still engage in unethical behaviors that can harm you, your colleagues, and your organizations. The third type of bullies are individuals who abuse their power, typically by their authority or influence to intimidate, demean, or manipulate others, which will result in a toxic work environment. The fourth type of bullies are individuals who will undermine you, often by seeking control or dominance by systematically dismissing, sabotaging, or diminishing others. Standing up to a workplace bullies is not just about protecting yourself, it's about contributing to a culture of respect, accountability, and fairness within your organizations. When you challenge bullying behaviors, you send a very powerful message that toxic conduct will not be tolerated. Why it is crucial to take a stand. First, you are protecting your well-being, since remaining silent against bullying can lead to stress, anxiety, and loss of confidence. Standing up, whether it's directly confronting the behaviors or reporting, will help to safeguard your emotional health. Second, you clearly set boundaries and demand respect, since bullies will often thrive when their actions go unchecked. By asserting boundaries and calling out inappropriate behaviors, you dismantle the power dynamics that bullies rely on. Third, you help stopping the cycle for others because workplace bullying is rarely an isolated incident. It's very often affect multiple people. Standing up to bully helps protect your colleagues who may be facing similar treatment but are afraid to speak up. Fourth, You are safeguarding your career growth since unchecked bullying can stall professional development, damage reputations, and create unfair barriers to career advancement. Addressing the issue ensures that everyone can progress based on merit and not manipulations. Fifth, you contribute to a healthier work culture because organizations strive when employees feel safe, respected, and valued. And finally, you hold leaders accountable. If you encounter individuals violating civil or criminal laws, you need to act swiftly. Immediately notify your chain of command, HR, and law enforcement if necessary. Taking prompt actions ensures safety and compliance with legal regulations. For the other types of workplace bullies, it's essential to stand up and act without delay. Never back down to bullies. You need to address bullying promptly to prevent further harm and foster a respectful work environment. The steps I recommend are: first, recognize and document the behaviors. Identify patterns of bullying, whether it's intimidations, exclusion, sabotage, or harassment. Keep detailed records of the incident, including dates, times, locations, witnesses, and the impact on your work. You need to save emails, messages, or other evidence that can support your case. 2. Set boundaries and address the behavior directly. If safe to do so, calmly confront the bully and express that their behaviors is unacceptable and express the impact of their behaviors on you. You need to use a firm but professional language and avoid reacting emotionally. Bullies often feed off strong reactions. Third, seek support from colleagues and mentors. Talk to trusted colleagues who may have witnessed the bullying or experienced it themselves. Find allies who can validate your concerns and potentially advocate for change within the organizations. If needed, consult your workplace tribe members for guidance. Fourth, report the bullying to management and HR. Use official reporting channels in your organizations, the HR ethic hotlines or leaderships to escalate the concerns. You need to present a clear factual documentation emphasizing on how the bullying affects your productivity and your workplace morals. If needed, you can request a formal investigations or action plan to address the issue. Fifth, protect your well-being and consider the next steps. Prioritize self-care by managing your stress and seeking professional support if needed. If the organization failed to act, explore legal options such as workplace harassment claims. If necessary, consider transitioning to a healthier work environment where respect is a priority. Standing up to a workplace bullying is not just about defending yourself. It's about reinforcing a culture of respect, fairness, and accountability where everyone feels safe, empowered, and respected. Before I conclude, I want to share a message with the woman watching this training. Never, under any circumstances, accept workplace bullying based on your gender, whether it comes in the form of harassment, inappropriate behaviors, unequal pay, barrier to your career advancement, or the way you are treated and spoken to in meetings or calls. Everyone deserves to be treated with equity and fairness, and no one's upbringing or cultural background ever justify bullying a woman. Through my work across different regions and cultures, I have witnessed numerous forms of cultural misconduct toward women. I refuse to accept the fact that because where someone was born or the cultural they were raised in as an excuse for discriminations. Education is essential, and everyone must recognize that every human being is equal and deserves fair and respectful treatments. Never allow yourself to be regarded as second-class citizens. You are valued, worthy, strong, and deserving of equal right. If you are a trusted colleague or a man who witnessed workplace misconduct toward a woman, it's your responsibility to speak up swiftly in their defense. Silence enables injustice, and standing up for fairness fosters a workplace built on respect and equality. On the other hand, if you recognize yourself in the behaviors I've just described, it's time to rise above your cultural upbringing, educate yourself, and seek help if needed. We are all equal and discrimination has no place, whether it's the workplace or anywhere else. This is a serious issue and addressing it is not optional. It's urgent and necessary. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next training sessions.